afternoon, Pure. I am Senator Victor Kassim Isa Oyofo. I was in the Senate of 1999 to 2007. And I want to share with you some concerns I have about the country, which I know they are also your concern, and perhaps to profile some idea on how we can begin to address the issues. These are issues extremely dear to me because I grew up in a country where everybody had hope. Now I am living at my age, 79, to see a country where everybody is now hopeless. So I'm addressing the issue of hope at the same time. And this will be based on the rebuilding of our country, our dear country. So I am a co-founder of the Rebuilding Nigeria initiative. And this arose out of our mutual concern of some of us who were together in the Senate and who share the same views as me, both from the north and the southern part of Nigeria and eastern and western part of Nigeria. The Rebuilding Nigeria initiative recognizes the problems that are bedeviling us today. At the same time, we believe we can have a solution. And this solution has many dimensions to it. What I want to touch upon today is the political dimension of the solution. There are other dimensions which we'll talk about in future. But let me say that this also has spiritual dimension. So we will have to holistically address the problem of Nigeria. The immediate concern now is our addressing who can help us in overcoming the problems or mitigating the problems that are besetting us, then, namely insecurity, corruption, hopelessness, lack of safety, unemployment, economic collapse. So we started the Rebuilding Nigeria initiative, as I've said, and we want to galvanize all Nigerians who think like us, who know that we can solve the problems if we are really determined to solve them, if we are really ready to make the necessary sacrifice. And the first sacrifice we must address is the Constitution of Nigeria. It is the linchpin on which everything is hanging. You cannot take the same 1999 Constitution and follow it and help and hope it will lead you to anything better. It will lead you to the same spot: insecurity, poverty, corruption, lack of stability in anything, collapse of the economy. Why? Because it is a unitary government which ties the ability of all Nigerians to exercise themselves and produce. We are created with talent, and we must have a constitution that allows us to exercise our talents. What do I mean? We have to restructure Nigeria. So, for this election that is coming, we need a candidate who is willing and able to restructure this country. There are many people trying to vie for the presidency. of Nigeria. But what type of Nigeria do they have in mind? This is what we need to demand of them, because the same Nigeria, the way it has been, if you are president of the same way of the Nigeria, the way it has been, you will end up with the same result. So we need a constitution that will allow us to recognize groups and their talent. And the constitution will be based on how much they can use their talents to produce in their environment. And because it is written in the Holy Book that out of the sweat of your brow you shall eat your bread. That is why God created you and gave you talent and gave you the environment. For example, even Dubai, that everybody rushes to today, is a desert. One would not have thought that the desert can be made into an area of prosperity. So, we, Nigeria, we have to reorganize into our environment. And in order to begin to realize the potentials, if you go to the north, you will find so much potential, opportunities to exercise your potential. Go to the west, the same. Middle belt, the same. The east, the same. The south, the same. So why do we continue to enforce a situation on ourselves that only lead to self-imprisonment? So, Rebuilding Nigeria initiative is going to also become a think tank that will support anyone who becomes president, so that we can give him idea. We have ideas. It's ideas that can free people if people are able to make use of those ideas correctly. Everybody has seen that religion has no part to play in suffering. When you suffer, you suffer. Whether you are Christian or Muslim, poverty does not recognize it. Hunger does not recognize it. Corruption is equally painful. Suffering is painful. Death is painful. So let us realize that the greatest enemy we have there, it is the linchpin on which everything is hanging.